Welcome back to Rimworld. So, some people in the comments have had some really, really great ideas regarding the whole wizard, trying to get a priest, trying to get a paladin type thing. I will point out, I know I point this out every episode, I still got the flu case, my voice is going to sound a little weird today, I might sound a bit stuffier than usual. I think I'm getting over it, I don't know, I have been saying that for a week though. Anyway, point is, there have been some really, really smart ideas about how we can roll the dice and eventually get a paladin / priest, whichever one has the resurrection spell, I think it's the priest, to bring back Donitz, who is still frozen, fully preserved, but frozen inside our freezer. So we can just bring him back without any issues, besides they'll have, like, a resurrection sickness or something. It's no different to using a, one of those resurrector mech serums. Although I think you can use that on someone who's recently deceased. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Point is, it should work. So, I think we can stick, bear with me on this one, I think we can make a wizard, if it's not the class we want, because of course we have to roll the dice and go for random classes until we get the class we want. We could use the reconditioning pod to remove the magical trait. Now, we could potentially also use the reconditioning pod to just recondition them into a priest. I think that might be a little OP. I think I still want to try and random it and roll the dice and actually pay the cost associated with making wizards. But then I'm more than happy to use the reconditioning pod to remove it afterwards. It is quite overpowered, I will admit. It will kind of take its toll, because obviously they have to spend some time reconditioning. You have to keep up with it as well. But I think it's a fair trade, you know, otherwise we do have to rely entirely on the random aspect of things to be able to resurrect people. And even then, we still have to do the research into making their master spell as well. Oh, he left Discord open, so unprofessional. We still have to do some research into making their master spell as well. They don't just start with, pack that in right now, we don't just start with the resurrection ability, you know, we do have to invest a little bit of time in that. Also, Weapon X project going pretty well. We've got our reconditioning pod there. Got cloning vats about to start here. We need to get the hospital set up and obviously storage area for all the various prosthetic organs and that type of thing as well. In fact, probably what we want to do is, if we go to production here, probably want to put this prosthetic workbenches in here as well, don't we? It's not a terrible idea at all. Do we need the basic prosthetics workbench? I think we actually do. We'll make that out of, like, plasteel or something along those lines, so it at least fits somewhat. Well, like bone. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. We'll put one of these down also. There we go. So if we put that there, the chair can connect up to both of those. Cool. Is there anything else we'd need? We can make it like an organ vat and actually clone individual organs as well, but that seems a little bit unnecessary if we've got all this advanced prosthetic stuff. Right, so how can we test it then? How do we get someone? Can we like recondition someone now? So if we say enter reconditioning pod, let's see. Can we add the wizard traits? No, it doesn't look like it. No, we can't. Okay, that's fine then, because I thought I'd be very, very overpowered, and I didn't even want to have the option, to be honest with you. Yeah, so we can't even do that anyway. We do have to still make them magically gifted and then roll the dice with their whole class system. We can, however, look at this, we can remove classes that we don't want anymore, so that works perfectly. I'm really glad, because like I said, it would have been way too overpowered to have it the other way around, I think. So in that case, we just want to start churning out a bunch of random scrolls now, huh? Because I believe, Jeff, are you capable of... You're already magically gifted, so we want to go up to this one. We want to probably, what is it, the script, I believe. Now, the script, I think, that will promote a gifted pawn to a magical class, but we'll start with a random set of class abilities. Right, okay. What does the book do, then? Use a trained mage to record their secrets in a book. So this is if we want to pass on, say we want to use our Blood Mage to write a Blood Mage book and make other Blood Mages. This one, I believe, is if we just want to make a random class. Now, that only takes cloth, so if this is true, then it's going to be a lot easier for us because we can actually start this right now. I'll go ahead and put those at the top of the list. I'll get Amber Dambo or whoever. Maybe we need a wizard for this one. I guess that we do need a wizard. Okay, Bonnet then, my friend. Skill 6. What skill are we missing here? Hang on. Details. For crafting intellectual, right, okay then. You also can't do that because you lack the crafting. Oh shit, we might have a problem here. Crafting intellectual. Rednax is capable of doing it. There we go, okay. Get over here, let's start churning out some scripts and see if we can't get ourselves the priest. That is actually working, holy shit, here we go. What have we got then? Just drop down the floor. So Jeff, right, that's what we do, we just say right. If we get priest first time around, I'm going to be so impressed. So if this fails, we will have to stick Jeff in the, what have we got? We don't know. Okay, so it's random. Then we use it. So pick up, we use the read button, and then it will give him a random class. Good luck, Jeff. Come on, you can do it, my friend. Boom. He is an enchanter. Okay, that's a little bit of a shame. So what we do then, we go up to the reconditioning pod. Now, we'll reinstall that in here first and foremost. So let's get, like, Jope to do that quickly, seeing as he is awake right now. Jope, work on this reconditioning pod. Get that shit over there, and then we'll We'll put him in there when it's, you know, in this room, which is a bit more of a hospital at this stage, huh? Why has that not got power? On standby. Why is it saying it hasn't got power? Oh, because it's connected to this weird random cable where I actually haven't been finished yet. Fair enough. Okay, there we go. Power's on. Let's quickly get Jeff. What I'm actually setting them to do, because obviously this was full of chunks before, I've just set them to, rather than run all the way through the caves, all the way through the kill box up here and dump it wherever, I've actually told them to just stick it in this area by the stone cut benches, because you never know. We might need to cut more stone at some stage. Oh shit, they've hit the world's like biggest deposit mine then. That's pretty good. Alright, this is obviously going to be our hydroponics base as well, because we have just a ridiculous excess of power. 82,000 watts specifically excess of power. I've also been told that we should put more turbine blades in here. Wait, power generation. We were almost making a kilowatt there. Oh, no, wait, hang on. That's almost 100 kilowatts. That's an absurd amount of power. Cool. That's actually fantastic. I heard or saw a comment yesterday that said we could put more turbine blades in this and that would actually add some more power. To be honest, gonna be frank, don't think we need it. We're already like 100,000 watts over what we actually need. So let's not worry about, or 82,000 watts over what we need. Let's not worry about that particularly for the time being. We need to find better ways to actually spend the power before we have that much demand for it. Although these cloning bats, when we obviously turn them on, will actually have that demand. So Jeff, you became an enchanter. Get in the reconditioning pod and let's sort that out pretty quickly, I think. Let's strip away enchanter and then accept. So it's going to take a day to do it. It needs to refresh every 4 days, but hang on, is that going to make a magically gifted? So we'll have to go and eat this gem again, perhaps, too. Maybe we should make arcane gems until we've got X. So do until we've got, like, 4. I think that's probably a safe idea. That way we've always got enough to retest this over and over, because we might want to, you know, turn the other guys into wizards anyway, just because it's kind of useful to have wizards, huh? These prison breaks are actually doing my fucking head in. I'm very tempted to put down, like, 3 or 4. Like, I start a big prison storage area, by which I mean just stick down a whole bunch of bioreactors and put them in there. That'd be very fun as well, I think. Okay, you know what? Fuck you guys. Let's put them in bioreactors. They've had the chance. They've had the chance of freedom. They keep betraying me. No more. No. Oh my god, look at all these spells we've got access to, huh? It's pretty insane. Is that everybody drafted? Where's everyone else, though? What? Why can I? Oh, because Jeff's in there, yeah. Well, okay, Job's over there. That's not everybody. That's like 6 people. Where's everyone else? Okay, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal, obviously. It's not a huge problem, huh? Right, let's do something like... I don't think Achtung is working as intended, or at least as it normally should be. Open fire. Kill them all. Though I don't actually kill them, but, like, knock them down or something. Please, just knock them down. Please don't kill. Good God, he's blasting them with that bloody ATSD blaster cannon. Dirk's dead. I mean, Dirk was undead anyway. Dirk we couldn't even put into a... Ooh, carry him to a bioreactor. We have a spare one. We do. Let's put down a couple more. I love the idea of having this site as sort of like an emergency backup for the generator. I think that's so cool. Sure, let's go patch them up then for the time being. Rednecks carry Dread, Julp carry Loke, and then Amber Namber Damber with your big old spear. Come and carry B-Wing. I wonder what happened to everyone else then, why they didn't turn up. That's really odd. Let's get that done as soon as possible. Where are you taking these people? Hey, stop that. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't ever do that again. Are they going to just drop on the floor now? They're going to go... Yeah, they are. Fucking Rimworld. Go and just take him to the other bed, my man. There's clearly plenty of room here. And let's send Bonnet in very briefly as well. Why? Oh, so Bonnet is the example of one of the people I can't move. Look. Where is he? Oh, that's why. How can you be that? Oh, fucking Rimworld Pathfinding sometimes drives me absolutely insane. Okay, that explains why they couldn't get out. Not assigned to deconstructing. Which one of you is assigned to deconstructing might be the better question. There you go. Let him out. Let me out. Okay, there we go. Let's send Bonnet over to the prison very quickly. Can he fly over there just as... Yeah, there we go. Nice. Get him over there so we can quickly start healing them up with his healing power. Otherwise, these guys are going to die probably quicker than they can be healed. So I might have to manually do this because I don't think it targets enemies, obviously, with your healing spell. Wouldn't really help in the dead of battle, would it? Right, let's get you quickly... Which one needs it more desperately? To be fair, it is all just burns. It is all just burns, so they're not at any risk of dying. We just want to make sure they don't get infections as well. I'm going to just stick them all in bioreactors. Are any worth recruiting? Who are the best ones? Let's pick like the best 2 and actually bring those on board, because we've got more colonists than we really need right now anyway. Bonnet, come and try eat this body as well. Just get it out of the way. Good God. Get out of here. Thank you, Dirk. Goodbye. So Locke is good at shooting, good at animals. We don't really need anybody who's good at shooting, good at animals, to be honest with you. Melee is very good. Animals is, again, good. Yeah, we don't really need that. You've got intellectual, which I could be persuaded to bring on board, especially because we have a lot of, like, nuclear research. This guy's just good all around. They're another cooker. Actually, I really like the idea of bringing these 2 on. Dread, for the intellectual, we've got a lot of nuclear research going on, so this guy has his uses in that regard. Obi-Wan, welcome. As for Locke and B-Wing are going to be locked and be put into a reactor. Sorry, that wasn't the best pun I could have come up with there. I'm almost certain of it. In that case, let's get these two healed up as soon as possible, because these are the ones I actually want to keep around. I don't want these guys dying of infection. The other two, they're going in a reactor. They're going in a fucking reactor because they can't be trusted. Have you... it's acid burn. Apparently his healing can't heal acid burns. What kind of wizard are you if you can't heal just basic burns, you weird man? Okay, Jeff has finally finished reconditioning here. So what we want to do then, I imagine they've also lost the skill Magically Gifted. Yeah, so what we need to do is go and use the Arcane Gem of Insight. That should give them back Magically Gifted. Perfect. And then we need to make some more unfinished Torn Scripts. Apparently we've made 4 of the damn things. Where have they put them, though? Am I blind? Because I sure as hell can't see them here. Unfinished Torn Script. There they are. Okay, you put them in some weird places, huh? What we probably want to say is, let's just pick... Can we pick every stockpile and say, don't put them in any of these? Probably not. Right, so Unfinished Torn Script. Unfinished Torn Script. Not allowed in there. Keep it in here. It'll make our lives a lot more simple if we do it this way around, huh? Okay. Jeff, go and quickly write that one through. There it is. Right on that one. Okay, this is good. This is a nice, repeatable way to get him to... Another fucking enchanter. Oh, a succubus this time. Wait, a succubus, but you got the weird enchanter powers. Confusing. This could be very broken. Can we use these? Yeah, we can. Oh god. Have we found a horrible glitch where I can just stack up every power on one wizard? Oh no. Well, Jeff, congratulations. You are now part of the Weapon X project. Welcome aboard. This is going to get very confusing very quickly. So we can remove Succubus as well, but it will double as refresh. So without Succubus, if we... there's no way to cancel that now. But basically, with just Enchanter, he only required reconditioning every 4 days. With this, halves it down to 2 again. So a lot of his time, and it's going to take 1.5 days. So for every 2 days, he's going to be out of action for 1.2 days. This could get out of hand. I feel like we should be doing this with like a clone or something more expendable. Otherwise, poor Jeff is going to have his whole mind bloody blitzed there. They're also putting it like over here. Look at this. Stop that. Finish Torn Script. Get out away. Don't do that ever again, you weird man. Right, let's get this shit hauled. There we go. Get that moved. That is why, when you go on a tantrum, don't punch the bone roof support. I so wish. That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I thought, oh, it's a tantrum. You know, I won't bother leaving that. It's just a tantrum. Tantrums happen all the time. Didn't consider, of course, that bone... not the strongest material we could be building things out of. So he's fucking gone forever. Ulik Nogrizan, nice knowing you. You are gone forever, my friend. Is his corpse even on there? Can we even resurrect him? Or is he just fucking literally just eviscerated? That's very annoying. That's very annoying. I just want to build a hydroponics bay, my man. Okay, fine. Let's put that there instead then. Okay, good. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. Don't mind that one yet. Don't mind that until we've got Jilp or someone to build this up as well. Good God. Yeah, he's fucking gone forever, huh? I have no sympathy with that. You know, if you go on a tantrum and punch a bone pillar, thinking that it'll hold the roof up and then it collapses in, that's your own fault. Well, that actually works. That's a weird way to carry people over to BioReactors, because you can't just target, say, a prisoner, for example. Let's pick, like, Newt here. You can't just target prisoners and say carry to BioReactor. You can only strip them. So, using Jilt, we can drain with their blood, just spam a couple of Jilt's powers here, so I use Warform Beckoning to be able to knock him down. Then when he's actually down, you can kind of rescue him, inverted commas, by which I mean carry him over to a BioReactor. So we weren't interested in B-Wing anyway. Welcome. You are now part of the Nuclear Reactor Emergency Restart Grid. 1100 watts output. Why is Zabrak given 1100 watts? Is he like... Oh, so Zabrak... Somebody did mention Zabraks have 2 hearts. I very much doubt that's what causing it, but that is kind of cool if it is the case. Maybe it's the amount of body parts he got left or something like that. So we also summoned a whole bunch of new animals. Oh, God. Jump has the power to summon hippos. That's a power I wish we all had. Good God. It's taken a couple of days, but Jeff is back out of here. This is gonna end up biting me in the ass, isn't it? Stacking up like 15 different types of magical ability is probably not the best plan. Right, let's go ahead and drop... Hey, stop that. What are you doing? Put that down. Right, read that one. Oh, God. We are now an arcane mage. What the fuck is an arcane mage? Oh, just someone who can use, like, magic missiles and shadow and... Yeah, just kind of an all-rounder, basically. God damn it. Okay. Congratulations. Back into the conditioning pod you go, Jeff. It's nice knowing you, by the way. Good God, this is, it's gonna get out of hand, isn't it? Remove arcane mage. So it requires a refresh every day, and he has to be refreshed for 2 days. I feel like this is undoing that. What happens if we undo them first? Will one overwrite the other? Manage conditioning. Remove that one. Accept. We might just end up genuinely having one guy who knows all the different wizard abilities. Jeff might be accidentally stage 2 of the weapon export. Like, we're going to start, you know, Krupvush, who's a wizard vampire, or a clone of Krupp. Krupp is the baseline here, who's a wizard vampire, Sith, you know, force-wielding, what else have I missed? Cyborg, whatever else. That's part 1 of the weapon project. We might have just found the second part of it, which is giving a guy every single magic ability in the game. That's cool. I like this science. We're doing some legitimate Rimworld science here. So what I'm going to do, instead of having one big area that we'll just kind of have to, you know, mess around with the hydroponic spaces and have them fit into a room, what I'll do is I'll build this and I'll blueprint it and we'll clone it. We could always clone it into, like, these random areas of the base as well that we've basically unexplored at that stage. And just have a lot of indoor farms in case we ever get, God forbid, another one of those massive long cold snaps, followed by a massive long nuclear winter where we can't grow crops for ages. Especially now, where we don't have any undead either, or at least we have very few undead, so we're going to need food, you know, legitimately this time. So I'm going to put the sort of classic hydroponics basin heater layout there, so that should keep that more than sufficient. We've got more than enough power for it as well, don't forget. So I'm going to clone this, and we'll just build that sort of up here. Is definitely sort of the ideal area, isn't it? Sort of south of that kill box there. This is kind of a test. We'll see how this runs. This could be like a dedicated, like, Devil Strand one, not necessarily for food, and then we'll have the more food-based ones up here for the timing. But this is going to open up ourselves to having a lot more crops and just a lot more, you know, even if we wanted to make our own medicine or something with Nutriming, there are ways of processing heal root into that in this mod pack. So we might want to have something along those lines as well. So the lab's gone through a little bit of an upgrade here. We're getting to the position where we're actually ready to start kick-firing things. We need this done as soon as possible. I've also gone ahead and researched the surgical lamp and also the surgical instruments. Both of those give a bonus to things like, you know, surgery success rate or infection speed or things like that. Your standard sort of, you know, actual hospital bonus furniture, whatever the hell you want to refer to it as. So in here right now we have the Krupvush, the second generation, so Scrooge, Krupvush, Delon brain scan template, and then this one too, the genome of Generation 2 Krupvush. Now what I want to do with this has got Psychopath, Sith Master, Fast Learner. Definitely an upgrade from the current Krupvush that we have. Is that going to be our basis? I think that would be a very good basis. Is there anything else we can add to him before we, let's see what we can do before we go ahead with this cloning program here. So let's see. So he's got Grey Jedi, Psychopath, Fast Learner. We've added Fast Learner. We could also add, like, Bloodlust and try and get as much out of this one generation as possible. Then when we clone him, the new one won't need all this conditioning. Then we can remove it from this guy. Or at least we'll keep Fast Learner but remove the rest. So let's add, like, we could add, like, Bloodlust. Or we could add, like, Great Memory is obviously also very good. Tough is obviously also very good. Extremely hard to kill. For a weapon program, Tough sounds very good. Except, so that just means that right now, because in the base game you can have more than 3 traits, it wouldn't be advised to do this because you couldn't see the last trait even though it does work. So we'll dispose of, I guess, this genome. Although that's our current Krupvush though, isn't it? No, we have original Krupvush. Yeah, we have original Krupvush, so we don't need this second generation scan. Because we're going to have to rescan him anyway. So let's get someone to dispose of this. Who have we got? Amadamba Damba. Come and dispose of this gene template for me, huh? How do we do that? Can I just leave it outside? I feel like it's a horribly dangerous thing to do with a guy who's, you know, capable of tapping into the Force. What if we just attack it? That's what I was kind of hoping we could do there, but apparently not. Pick that up. Pick that up and carry it outdoors, and let's just see if we can fire a grenade at it or something along those lines. I don't know if this will entirely work. Just drop that. Forbid it, and then can we stab it? Can we attack it? Nothing. What about Pack Animal of Chaos? I thought we were called Pandemonium as well, by the way. Pandemonium. That's a bit better than Chaos, isn't it? Boom, there we go. Okay, Pack Animal of Pandemonium, where did you come from? That must be one from the raid that survived, you know, that massive, massive attack. Speaking of which, we haven't actually had an incident for bloody ages, have we? Strange Sinkhole. Enemy raid. That was genuinely like 20 days ago. Man, you can see where we flipped over to Phoebe Chillax, huh? Suddenly we are very chillax, but I would like there to be even slightly more raids than this would be ideal, because we're not getting a huge amount of challenge here. Granted, we are kind of mired in research. We don't want that to be super, you know, interrupted all the time. Still kind of annoying. You go about your business, because you're a brawler. Let's get somebody capable of using a gun to come and light this genome, to safely dispose of this genome template. Thank you. Get up here. Just be careful not to burn our potates or anything like that. Right, get rid of it. That'll do the trick. There we go. Okay, be careful now. Be careful. There we go. Right, now don't put out the fire yet. Just squad those guys up and move them out of the way. There we go. It's gone. Good work, team. Well done. That's how you're going to dispose of genome templates that are old and we don't need it in the future. So right now we have Krupvush. Cthulhu, should that not be over here? It's really annoying that we have to obviously separate it off piece by piece here. So what I'm doing is basically going like storage, clear all, haul that urgently, forbid that one. There we go. Okay, and then forbid that one. And then when we clone the new one, we'll just have to pick it up and just drop it there. You know, actually move them over the top of that. So the bed is actually ready now. Cool. Infection chance multiply for room 31%. Hospital is very, very impressive stuff. We got vitals monitor, surgical instrument, surgical lamp, and an IV drip. We've got the vital center that gives a bonus. We've got these research counters that also give bonuses as well. We've got a whole prosthetic station down here. This is very, very good. This is very, very good. Let's build some plasteel sort of furniture as well, just down this area, so that we can build the Bionics too. Cool. I'm a very big fan of this. I don't know what else we'll do with this room. We can put in some like organ vats or something just in case we need something along those lines. But as we progress, there are ways to make like cybernetic organs, which are a much bigger end game research. What are we doing with rheumatomix exactly? Oh god, this shit. Maybe we should go for like radiation detectors first. I know a lot of people have laughed that we've got a nuclear reactor and we have no idea how much radiation is kicking out. Maybe let's start with this one and go for safety is my middle name. Oh, that is interesting. So if we remove one, it gives them both Arcane Mage and Succubus. So we could just not... So you have to have none to obviously be able to give them a new magical gift. Wait, what happens if you use that whilst they've already got 2 classes? I've never actually considered this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fine. So manage conditioning here. I'm thinking we start removing the others, otherwise this is very quickly... Hang on, oh god. Do you want to do that? Just put him back to being all 3 and then clone him instead and maybe use disposable clones to try and get a priest? I think that's a lot better idea rather than risking our top intellect here. Because like I said before, he had to spend 2 days being reconditioned for every day that he wasn't. So we're basically seeing this guy 3 days a week. It was kind of ridiculous knowing that 2 days a week. So we need to, let's remove that last bit of thing. We'll just say Jeff now, from now on, gets to be 3 different mage classes. I mean, that's a direct upgrade for this guy, so he's probably pretty pleased with that. But we'll clone someone else in the future, and they can be the basis of the wizard project. 'Cause otherwise, poor Jeff is going to be just over encumbered with different sort of mage classes. It's not going to be too useful for him. So... should we start cloning? So, Crop, have you finished conditioning yet? He's still in there. How long? 35%. When he's done, stick him in the clone vat, immediately start fixing him, and then we'll remove some of the old ones here, because this is going to be permanent new Crop. Then, for the new ones, we'll just refer to them as, like, Weapon X or something like that. So, they don't deserve a name quite like Crop does. All colonists are now equipped with radiation detectors, ionizing events that produce audible clicks, and the dose rates is displayed. Okay, that's cool. Right, okay. I didn't realize that was something. I thought maybe we had to fill the base with them as well, but no, that's very, very nice. And I noticed that we've got another one of our bioreactors built here. So I'm sort of changing things around a little bit. I've moved the cloning vats over into this room, and then the bioreactors are better for storage. Clones you don't have to actually activate, but I think it is better to have them in a bioreactor producing power rather than in a clone vat using power actively. We might as well put them into storage that's going to benefit us somewhat, as long as we've got an excess of food, obviously. I'm also going to do the same thing with this room as well. So this is where all of our master clones are going to be held in. So this is where we're going to have a backup Jilp, a backup Crop, a backup Eagle, whatever. In fact, we'll have to move the door into this base as well. Let's put it like here or something like that. There we go. That's a little bit better. We'll do something like that instead. It's still going to look awesome, though. Don't get me wrong. So we'll have a clone in these, and then like an active clone in here, and then a cloning vat, just in case we ever lose one of the clones. We could even put the originals into deep storage, so that they're never at any threat. But of course, that would mean building up their skill sets and things as well again. And I kind of like the way we've got it laid out right now. So go ahead and get rid of all this trash too for the time being. Just oh, we could reinstall it. Wait, you can reinstall doors. Since when? Oh, since I probably got the minified mod, right? Fine. Reinstall that there then. Perfect. Right, build a copy there, and then reinstall that one there, and then just go ahead and build a copy there. Problem solved. Okay, no, don't start those. We don't have enough steel for this right now. Sorry, let me just go ahead and forbid those, otherwise I'm going to forget. Right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, this is good. I'm really happy with how the base has developed this episode. I got a lot done very quickly. I also paved over here. I didn't really think it was necessary to show you guys me paving over a bunch of different tiles here. But it did take a little bit of time there, and obviously a lot of resources as well. I think we're almost entirely out of steel at this stage. So the next trader ship we get turn up, I need to talk to them very, very soon. In fact, are there any now? That's very unfortunate. I also shouldn't have probably pissed off every goddamn... literally every faction on the map. Unbelievable. Well, next trader ship, we need to be very, very careful that we are buying a lot of steel from those guys, because we're currently completely out at this stage. Nice, a pirate merchant. Okay, this could actually give us exactly what we need in terms of, like, iron, hopefully. We're just finishing worshipping Cthulhu for the day. There we go. I thought I'd restart the summons a little bit, because their cold-mindedness started to drop quite a lot. Now, I don't normally do that because, of course, we got, like, people on weird schedules. Jumps on an opposite schedule to everyone else because he's essentially a night owl. We've got people like Jeff and Krupp who have to stay in the maintenance pods for quite some time. Igor is obviously undead, so it takes ages to get over there. Like, there's a lot of complications with it, but the coal mininess was getting too low. It was kind of getting a bit dangerous. So, let's get Jeff actually talking to this pirate merchant. Where's our closest? There it is. It's probably this one, right? No power. Let's use this one instead then. Call the pirate merchant. Let's also turn this one back on too. Hopefully they've got any sort of natural resource, otherwise we are a little bit screwed. They actually also sell a vampire. Kind nudist, 35, good at constructing, 12th generation, not interested, way too old. Snake Keeper, a Togruta, not a Snake Keeper, they're actually a Lawkeeper, apparently, okay, fine. Iron-willed Underground is actually pretty good, but they're not particularly skilled either. Okay, never mind then. What do I want from you? What do I want from you? I want some components, because that's the thing we're actually using a lot of our steel. I'll buy you Nutramium as well, because why not? We'll buy the medicine. I don't really want any of this garbage, to be honest. Have you got any good implants? No, they do not. Okay, never mind with that stuff. Oh, God, sell them all this shit. Just to empty out the stockpile. This is very, very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Get rid of all of this garbage. What else we got? Triple rocket launcher, not going to use it. Wonder fire, not going to use it anymore. It's way too dangerous. We'll keep the blaster rifle. Keep a lot of these. We'll get rid of the Doomsday rocket launcher because they're way too dangerous as well. That's fine. Cool. Charge lines are actually very, very powerful. I should probably consider equipping those. No natural resources, but some components. Basically, is exactly what I wanted them for anyway. It's only 6. It's only 6, but when we're building this massive hydroponics bay, for now I've just left it as rice because I can't be bothered to mess around with it every time something's built. But to say that we didn't have any components stored, not even enough to rebuild that battery. My God, look at how fast they charge with this many batteries. That's disgusting. That's absolutely insane. What's our grid access now? We've got everything else as well. Still 76,000 with this much hydroponics and like a sun lamp and everything else too. Unbelievable. What have we done? This room atomics is... Don't get me wrong here. It took a very long time to build up to that. I think it's much more balanced than Industrial Craft or whatever it was called. Was that actually what it was called? Industrial Craft? I believe it actually was, wasn't it? The one where you use concrete to build a big old... Well, essentially like one of these, but you don't have to build the nuclear power plant, you just build a big old cooling tower. Oh, don't botch it. Don't botch it when we're this low on goddamn steel and resources, you fool. Ooh, high psychic drone mail. I mean, it's not the raid we're after, but that's actually really, really bad. Rednax has already kind of dropped on us there. Crixus already got the mental breakdown. How are you looking? Yep. Witness the Abysmal Servant, minus 20 because it got, sorry, minus 10 because the coal mining has got so low. High psychic drone as well, minus 30. Shit. It's not like a psychic ship or something I missed. That's something I tend to do. No, it's really not. Shit, okay, that's genuinely awful. There's nothing I can do to stop that either, so we're just going to have to take it on the trip for a while. That some of our people are going to be slightly more garbage at their working. And I'm going to carry on with the sermons as well, even though it's kind of upsetting him, just because it will increase his cult mindedness. So, in the long term, it will raise his mood as long as we stick with it as long as we can. So what we really want to do now is actually get some brain scanners done. We're going to wait until we got a couple more components spare because we're churning out them as fast as we can. Amanabadabba is basically sitting around making components as much as possible. Might download a mod that allows us to bulk make components for slightly less work or something like that. Because it is kind of a pain in the arse having to churn out, you know, one by one by one by one back and forth. It's really slowing everything down here. So after we've done that, we need to make a new brain scanner. We need to make a new genome scanner. Scan the new version of Krupvush as soon as possible. How's he doing with that, by the way? So we've got Psychopath, Fast Learner, Tough Grey Jedi. He's also got whatever the new one was as well. Was it Tough? It doesn't really matter too much. I need to download the bigger trait interface. Someone has linked me that, so I'll get that one for next time so we can actually see what everyone's got dealing with. Get the brain scanner, scan him, start the new cloning process. Do we have any brain scanner already? We've got genome sequencer. Oh, wait, we do need a genome sequencer. Fine. Krupp, you need to be sequenced, then scanned as late as possible so we can play that and keep him upgraded. Then later on, we are... I mean, we could start that today. Yeah, let's actually get that... or not, because he's gone into a fucking food binge. How long is that going to last? How many meals can one man consume? Come on then, hurry up with it. Where's he going? Just wandering? Some food binge this is. Can they not get to it if it's in the fridge? That's very powerful. Okay. Oh, there we go. He's going to go eat some pemmican. And then... Still wandering. That's a shame, because I wanted to start this as soon as possible. And it's going to eat some insect meat now. Cool. Please hurry up so I can... We can at least start setting up, can't we? So let's also scan brain afterwards as well. Then we can start the cloning process. In fact, we probably want to scan the brain as late as possible because that's going to be another 30 days. He's got to build up his skills and things like that as well. So after that, we will scan his brain just as the clone is about to be finished or after the clone is finished. upgrade it with that, and then repeat the process over and over. But we'll destroy the clones or put them into storage as we upgrade them. Otherwise, we're going to have like 50 corrupt Vushas in this con. It's going to get very confusing. We only want the original really kicking around, and then a super powerful like weapon that we only unleash in the event of like a raid or something like that. I think that'd be very cool. Anyway, for today, then we'll leave that there because it's going to be a while before he decides to finally come down from that. Thank you for watching. I apologize that it's been a very slow episode. I apologize that this episode is going to be late, but I'm having to take things kind of slow today, so I don't completely blow out my voice like I did with Series B yesterday, recording that one. In the meantime, a big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sedini, Crazy Pat, Crosus, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kenny Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratfall, Nathan Flores, Necrophil, Pelvis Presley, Scott, Skaz, Shay Sinclair, Sir Thor the Swede, Stannis the Manus, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, and Vacuous Bacchus. Thank you for your support, the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible. Thank you for making this series possible. I apologize that this one's been a little bit slower, but it was a lot of necessary building up, I think. But next time, we can really start kicking off the Sexual Cloning Project. We're basically done in terms of the lab, so we can really start delving into that and dive in with both feet first. Thank you as well to Asero, Adam Person, Acredy, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Bordoon, Bentro, Bettermas Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk217, Easier to Pronounce Name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Icy the Grey, Irish, Israel, Jacob Wolf, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jason, Jose, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Pierre, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Lemon Stark, Lasme, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Rush Nolgart, Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade Wolfie, Yorker, Sec Pillar, and Zico 2. My god, there's me saying I don't want to blow out my voice. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.